Good morning, yet. I have my glasses on because I need to read a verse. I'm going to read a verse from James, and James chapter 4. I love James. It's just such a practical book. It's one of my favourite ones, and we're going through it in our Connect group, and we've done 4 sessions now. We've got 2 more left. It's just been so good. But it says in James 4, you desire and do not have, so you murder. You covet and cannot obtain, so you fight and quarrel. You do not have because you do not ask. Now, that's a really bit of a heavy going thing. So God is saying that you haven't got because you haven't asked. Well, I'm just going to relay a little story to you. It was not a story, it actually happened. This is in work, round about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. Most of you know that I work in the community and I'm a resuscitation officer, so you can imagine it's been really, really hectic at work. But when COVID first started, in the community teams, there's lots of emergency bags. So some of the services have emergency bags, and there's emergency equipment such as defibs and stuff like that in them. But once COVID started, and then everybody wanted the equipment, and the teams were dispersed, so we needed to get sort of equipment in place on these new wards that were opening. And there was one bag that had gone missing. A service phoned me up because now that COVID's all sort of, there's been a bit of a calm. Some of the teams are actually going back to their clinics. So this particular day, someone phoned me up and said, like, Angie, can we have our bag back? Well, I'd taken the bag, I'd collected the bag, and don't know where it went. Somebody said, oh, so-and-so took it. Anyway, the long and the short of it was, I was getting a little bit stressed, and I don't really do stress, but I got a bit stressed. So the following morning, woke up, and I just sat on the bed just before I got up to go to work, and I went, Lord, I really need this to be resolved, because this team needs an emergency bag. They can't open their service without it. So, Father, would you please just sort of let there be some resolve to this sometime today? Because, we need to get the equipment in. It was a very short prayer, nothing, no fancy words, no nothing. So I went into work as I usually do, and it was about 10 to 11 actually, and I'd sat there, and then all of a sudden an email pinged into my email box and said, Angela, we've found the bag, we're all good to go. I'm going to go and collect it and drop it off. Oh my goodness, I'd prayed the prayer, and did I expect it to be answered that quick? I was absolutely amazed, and I was like, oh God, you're so wonderful. So I sent an email and I said, thank you so much. I'm so relieved. I said, you know what? I was praying this morning that the bag would be found, and then I got a really sort of a little quirky email back, but it was really good. It was really positive, and I just said, I believe in prayer. So, Angela, I'm going on and on and on. I just want you to know that, God, He so cares about the small details in our lives. He cares about everything. He cares. He wants us to bring everything to Him. Doesn't matter how small, how big. He just wants us to come to Him and to ask. And I've said it before when I've done. I've spoken to people and done a devotion. Is that that verse, and Jesus said, ask and it will be given, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened unto you. Why would you ask for something and then God gives you something completely different? He just doesn't do that. We have a God who loves us and cares about us so much. So if there's something going on, it doesn't matter how big or how small it is, just ask the Lord. I literally that day, I had to really, I wasn't begging, but I was going, Lord, I need a resolution to this, because the equipment that had gone missing was worth a lot of money, and it was my name, it was me that picked the bag up. And I was like, oh, I was so humbled by the fact that it was straight away. And I'm not saying that prayers are answered straight away. Sometimes there is a delay, and we don't always know the reasons why there is a delay. But I just really want to encourage you today, because God wants you to ask. He wants you to talk to Him about the everyday, ordinary, boring things that happen in our lives. I call out to Him all the time. Sometimes I'm driving to work and I'm just saying, Lord, give me opportunities today, Lord, to share your love with someone. Help me to be a good ambassador for you, Lord. I want to be able to speak words of life, words of encouragement. So today, if you're feeling, you haven't got an answer to something, just ask Him. Just ask the Lord. Ask and it will be given. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened unto you. I love you all, and really can't wait till we can all be together. We don't know how long that's going to be, but I just really want you to be blessed during this time. Love you all. Take care. God bless.